guys, today we're going to talk about vertical lines, what vertical lines are, when to use vertical lines, and how to use vertical lines. Keep in mind, vertical lines is just a rule. You don't have to apply vertical lines, but according to the last spit video and the spit video before that, I noticed a lot of people seem to not know about vertical lines because they are almost using vertical lines, but not perfectly, which is sad because it kind of makes the image unclean in my eyes and probably also in the eyes of a lot of clients. So today you're going to learn what these vertical lines are, and then you can apply them or not depending on your render. So what are vertical lines? So here you see this is a house. You maybe would think this has vertical lines, or I don't know what you think, maybe not, but this doesn't have vertical lines. So I chose 3 dominant vertical lines here. They look pretty vertical, but if I take one of these lines and move them to the side of the image, you'll see they're far from vertical. You know what vertical is? From bottom to top, straight. This is not straight, this is shifted. Not straight, not vertical. So I made a second render. It looks like this. So you see the different change. Suddenly it has vertical lines. I also marked them in green as well. And you see these lines are vertical. If I take one of these lines and shift it around, here, everything is vertical. If I put it on the window, on this wood thing, on this window, on the side of the screen, everything is vertical. It's just a clean, solid marketing image. This vertical lines can be used for products, for ArcViz mainly. That's probably also where it comes from. And also in real life, there's like tilt shift lenses just for this, because in real life, you also need vertical lines. Also, vertical lines can be achieved in post-processing, but that's really just the worst case scenario. You should just do vertical lines off the bat. Okay, we are in Blender. Here's the house, and now I will show you how to set up a camera using vertical lines. So here is a fresh camera. I'll put it somewhere here, rotate it up, and I will select camera to view and just create a trashy camera. So I'll do a focal length of 30, and you see something like this. This is what most people will do. Done, finished, camera set up. But we don't have anything close to vertical lines. You can already see everything is falling together. There's no vertical lines here. So why are there no vertical lines? Because this camera is tilted up on X 7 degrees. 90 would be straight, 97 is tilted. From this tilt, you get vertical lines. So that's how these vertical lines come. You don't want that, so we're going to do a straight camera 90 degrees. And now you're thinking, oh, what do? We have to move up the camera? Actually, you could do that, but that's not what we're going to do. Our camera is going to be at 1.80. That's kind of a human camera holding height. And now we will shift the lens. That's it. That's really it. We have vertical lines. Straight camera at 90 degrees, shifted up, we have vertical lines. That's exactly how it's done in real life as well. There's specific lenses that shift instead of tilting. Yeah, that's pretty much how it's done. So I'll show you another example so you really get it. Here we have an interior. We're gonna make a camera. I'm gonna go to camera to view. We're gonna set the camera somewhere. Interiors usually are 11 to 18 millimeters. This is a small room, so we're gonna do 18 millimeters, and you can already see on the edge of my camera, we're far away from vertical lines, but that's not an issue. Once the camera looks good, we're gonna clean up the camera. So we're gonna do a height of 160 and not 180, because this is the interior. Usually take kind of the center of the room, kind of chest height. You still see we're far from vertical lines because we've got a tilt of 6 degrees over the 90. So we're gonna do a clean, solid 90. And you see, oh, clean vertical lines, beautiful. If you want to shift, which we actually don't even need to, you of course can do that. But actually this looks just fine, unshifted. So next, products. How are we gonna set up a product camera? Kind of the same, but a bit more straight and direct. We're gonna set up a simple camera here. Also, I noticed for some reason, I don't know why, everything is off-centered, so we will actually center out this camera real quick. Just like this, and move it back. So now the camera is centered. So how are we going to set up this camera? Are we going to do 180 height? No, we won't, because this is a tiny product. We're just going to move this by hand, you might think. No, also not. There is one specific height we're going to aim for. So we will go to the camera settings. We will go to the thirds and the diagonal composition guide. So we have a center here and the thirds. The thirds we don't really need in this case, but the center is the important one. Maybe to not distract you, turn off thirds again. So we have a center, can even make more center here, have ultimate center. So select the camera and we will move the camera center to a dominant spot. So on the house, you saw we had vertical lines and stuff. Here, it's not so clear what we want to have straight. So what most things are like, what you could like straighten out here for sure. You see we have this curve in the lid, like it's a curved lid. Some like this, most don't like this. So we will move up this camera right on this curved ring. And now you see it's straight, kind of orthographic style, but still we have this now nice rounded bottom. So really nice camera. But what's not nice about this is that the camera is not centered. So we will center it out by shifting. And it's not like tilting, because you can see we still got this beautiful lid, and it's centered. If we tilt it instead, so here you see you're getting this roundness. Sometimes that's cool and you can look on top of the lid. Often it's not very cool. Often the client wants a clean, direct shot, everything clean and straight. And also vertical lines apply here as well. These lines will be vertical. They don't look vertical, but they are perfectly vertical. If you don't shift, they will also slowly fall together. Just a little bit unclean look. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You probably more than understood vertical lines by now. I think I showed enough examples. So now in the future, you can apply vertical lines if you think they are needed, or not apply them. But at least now you know what they are and can decide for yourself. So that's it for today, and see you next time. Bye.